Okay. Normally, I wouldn't do this kind of thing. And I want to get this done before my wife gets home because if she walks in on me doing this, she's going to cut my ass. I love you more than anything in the world, baby. Forgive me, but you know how much today has meant to me. And I don't know why. I just really feel the need to share this. Um, a little over 15 years ago, I got up for school one morning. I was in college. It was a Saturday morning class, and I couldn't walk. I got out of bed and I kind of just hit the floor. I picked myself back up into bed, and at first, like my first thought was I might have had something like Parkinson's syndrome or something because I couldn't control my body movements. Um, and I got in the prone position, on my belly, and I crawled into my parents' bedroom. They were still sleeping. I tugged on the blanket to try to get their attention, and my dad sat up and he asked me what I was doing on the floor. I told him I didn't know, man. Like I can't walk. And he goes, all right, well, if you got school today, go to bed, try to sleep it off. So I did that. I crawled, back to my bedroom and went back to bed. And when I woke back up, I still couldn't walk. So, I drug myself over to the stairs and on my ass, step by step, kind of just slid down the stairs. And I figured, all right, let me have a cigarette and a cup of coffee. Maybe I can, shake this off. I was 20 years old at the time. Nothing like really serious health wise had happened to me yet. And I figured, yeah, I got this. I'll just go have a cup of coffee and a cigarette and shake it off. And when I went out into the backyard and had, my coffee and cigarette, the world started to turn on itself. Uh, 3 months later, and two different hospitals later, I was diagnosed with something called Cogan syndrome. I'm sure a lot of you have heard me blab about this over the years, and a lot of you are well aware of this condition. But for those of you who aren't, it's a super rare autoimmune condition where my immune system doesn't recognize my eyes and my ears as parts of my body, and so it attacks them. Um, the doctor who diagnosed me in the first of two hospitals, when he told me the diagnosis, he said, "I don't want this responsibility, so I'm handing you off to someone else." And I went to the second hospital where my treatment continued. Pardon me. This disease has left me deaf in my left ear with severe tinnitus. Like, I mean, deafening tinnitus to the point where, for the first 2 weeks out of the hospital, I was banging my head into the wall, like just saying, stop, like, please stop. And, after over the course of 15 years, I've gotten used to it, but it's still there all the time. It's also left me with some balance issues. I had to reteach myself how to walk coming out of the hospital. I looked like the neighborhood drunk while I was trying to get back to school, hanging on to people's fences in their front yards and stumbling and, trying to get my balance back about me. Um, it really derailed everything that I had planned for my life. I initially wanted to join the military and wanted to become a firefighter. And obviously, I didn't do those things because of what this disease left me with. Um, and I was told at the time that I would be completely blind and deaf by the time that I was 30. So my 20s, I was diagnosed when I was 20. Um, my 20s were a period of me just going hog fucking wild. I wanted to be a rock star, and I fucking dove headfirst into that life and did not care, did not look back, and I made a lot of mistakes and I did a lot of stupid things. But here I am at 35 years old, only, partially deaf as I was. And, I can still see. It's not great. I'm nearsighted. I can't really see that far away, but I can get by. Today, I had a follow up with an ENT doctor at the referral of my rheumatologist, who I've been in their care ever since my diagnosis over the course of these last 15 years. And we did a standard follow-up hearing test. You know, they put things in my ears and like they put static there and they play all these different tones and you're supposed to press a button when you hear it, you know, and they test each ear and, you know, you're supposed to repeat words back, you know, after you hear them. And, you know, as has been standard procedure over the last 15 years, I was told that I have significant to profound hearing loss in the left ear. What was different about today's visit is that I was told that there is a path to me getting my hearing back in my left ear. I'm sorry, but it's been a very emotional day for me. Those of you who know me know that music is a really big fucking part of my life. Lock it up, TJ. And this has really, you know, adversely affected me over the course of the last 15 years because of how big a part music is in my life. And when I was told that I would be completely blind and deaf, like, I never thought I'd be able to hear my favorite song again, man. You know, it fucking sucked. But today, I was told that there is an option for me to get my hearing back in my left ear. And I don't know why I'm doing this, and I don't know why I'm sharing it. But huge fucking news, dude. Huge fucking news. So, even though I don't know why I'm doing it, here I am sharing this story and sharing this news with all of you. Cheers, guys. I get to feel like me again.